Make it about a quarter to half a pound, whatever your preference is. Get a bun that fits, not too large, not too small, obviously. Uh, Make sure to combine it with egg so it sticks together nicely when you're forming the patty.
Hey, you need to just find your nearest pier and just walk on it, but like straight off.
Agree with you.
I've had my first communion. Ari's a freaking G. Are you partnered?
No, I'm not.
What the fuck is this?
Fellowship of the Ping. It's a new name, so please hold on to that. We're here with Kietso, Skadii Games, and Soter Dave. Alrighty. A few topics I want to talk about. One thing I want to talk to Kit. Whoa, hold up. Dave turned his camera on. Hold up.
Hold on. There's and then one thing, Skadii Games is new here. This is
true.
Dave.
This is first
It's
time
Dave's
here.
second run. Skadii Games is Skadii Games. You might have heard of him. He's in some events. He's a very
Yeah,
cool
I
guy.
do events. I stream a lot. I do a lot of Shiv streams. I do a podcast with Soter Dave and Strida as well.
And then I'll put the link in the description. But yeah, check him out. He streams. How many times a week do you stream, Skadii?
Usually 4 to 5. Sometimes I miss a day. Usually take the weekends off and stuff. But yeah, I'm usually playing Shiv. Been playing Helldivers and other shit as well. So check me out.
Got you on the weekdays. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah. I asked them on the first podcast. I want to know what's your process of how you go through making your streams. What's the motivation you go behind and to do all that shit? Like what's your pre-game?
Honestly, I don't know how to answer that really. I guess I just try to create like a culture and an environment that is funny and fun to be around. I'm not like I'm not just a Shiv streamer, I guess. I mean, everyone wants to do variety eventually, right? But Shiv I'm focusing on. But I try to sort of allow my community to make their own memes and whatever they want. If they want new sounds and stuff and suggestions, I'll add it. But it's I don't know. It's just I mainly just try to build a really nice culture to be around.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Let me see here. All right. Do you want to hop into the big? There's two really big topics I want to talk to y'all about. Get y'all's opinion on. The first one I really wanted to get into is these. I've been seeing a lot of hackers, like blatant hacking in Chivalry 2 that are content creators. I'm not gonna say any names, but they're literally do speed hacks. They're just running around, smack people, and Torn Banner's doing nothing about it. They're making money off their game, exploiting it. I want to get y'all's opinion on that, or like what y'all think should be done about that.
Well, my question is: has anyone seen it? Has anyone actually? No, I mean like anybody here seen it? Like Dave, Skadii.
Videos.
Yeah, I think I've seen one example of just a guy on YouTube. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about, but
yeah.
I mean, if it's just to show the community that it can be hacked, then that's cool. But if it's somebody just repeatedly doing it for YouTube views, I don't know.
Okay.
If he's not banned yet, maybe it's not his fault. Maybe that's on TV, you know? I don't know. Like, if a guy's just running around doing this without impunity, maybe...
In those videos, the hacker wrote down at the beginning of the video, like, the game is dog water. You want to kill your game? Fine, I'll help you. And then obviously he just goes around and kills people. So he shouldn't be doing that. But it's like,
so I have a censored clip. I censored his name because I don't want him to get free publicity in any way or form because scumbag. Fuck him. But let's take a look at it. This is literally it. He's just running around ruining everybody's fucking day. Of course he's Australian. No, I'm kidding. I'm not racist. The like dislike ratio is pretty low. I mean, or pretty even. But I didn't show it. But at the beginning of the video, he like feeds off the hate. Like he goes through his comment section. People are like telling him, "Hey, you need to just find your nearest pier and just walk on it." But like straight off, or like,
Yeah, I'm sure this guy who's hacking is not that delusional. When he posts these videos, I'm sure he's not expecting people to be like, "Oh my god, epic video, dude, love it." He's probably fully aware that people are gonna hate on him,
but the
and
crazier
he,
part is people actually love him. Like it's crazy.
yeah, and there's actually a sizable amount of people in the community right now that view those hacking channels as retaliation for how bad Torn Banner is and how underperforming they usually are. So, like I said, the guy posted a video that's like, "Oh, you want to kill your game? Fine, I'll help you." Um, and again, doesn't make it right, but it's just an example of why they have any love at all.
But isn't it more like an extreme? Wouldn't you say it's like very extreme way of going about it?
Yeah, like I said, it's not right. I'm just saying
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they have any support at all. That's why people are enjoying their content because they see it as like finally somebody sticking it to the big man somehow. But in reality, all they're doing is just ruining the poor noob's experience. Um, Mr. Pigott doesn't actually play Chivalry 2, so you're never going to actually affect him. So
And that's crazy because if you notice in that video, like half of those guys weren't even dressed up. They are like in the basic like
Oh, thank
noob knight armor, like like it's just very all new players, and then their first time in, all they see is just this dude Speedy Gonzalez fucking running through them at infinite speed. So yeah, I'd quit the game so fast. If that was me. Holy
I
crap!
can agree with that. Besides that, I've seen a lot of um mainly in the competitive scene of it, a lot of people with hacking allegations recently. I'm not too sure how that goes about, like what the repercussions for that would be. But I think if you're hacking in a competitive scene, that's kind of fucked up. Like in my personal opinion, if you're hacking to get a competitive advantage,
Of
that's
course, yeah. I mean, how are they? How is it not? Is it just so slight that people aren't really noticing? Is it's just like a
I
little
think
stamina
so.
buff, or
I think so. I've seen a lot of shit about the EU hacking because I've been in their servers and you see people flying around and shit. I'm like, okay, I'm leaving this shit because breaking the server, dropping, spawning in a bunch of different things. And recently, a bunch of NA players have been doing it. That I just could be just making conspiracy theories up. Don't take my word for it. But what I've from what I've heard and what I've heard from other people is we're seeing more and more competitive players like either lag switching or like what if I can ask what is the term for lag switch? What does it exactly do? Because I've heard the term before. Is it just like flipping your ping up and down or flagging out other players? Is that pretty much what it is?
basically,
Basically.
um,
Okay.
the problem is that it's too easy to hack. So you're going to have more players hacking because the barrier to entry is very low.
Uh, and to answer your question, like Scotty, when it comes to competitive players, like it's how we just saw that guy like blatantly just killing
yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
Well, you're right. It's basically most of the time if they are not Slack switching and they're like using like some sort of like software, they're not upping everything like to the max. They're like doing like a slight speed boost or like a slight like swing boost, and it's
hmm
just slightly faster to where a normal player wouldn't notice. But
hmm
like veteran players could probably see that and be like, "Chill, what what the hell is that?" Eh,
Yeah, but and even then, it would if you're like accusing somebody else of cheating, it's pretty serious, especially and it's hard to prove it too. So it's like if it was a slight tune, so
yeah,
I could see there being some issues there, but
uh,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not even really worried about that whirlwind barbarian guy. Although it does happen a lot in EU. I mean, he's doing it to maybe just show it. I don't know. Like he should be banned. Yeah, sure. Um, but I mean, when like I've seen so many I've seen like a couple obvious hackers, and they pretty much instantly get banned. or vote kicked from the server. So, you know, just as TB says though, that they're going to be much more strict on that stuff. I hope they follow through with it because nobody wants to see that in their game, especially
I mean,
if they're brand new.
I would take their word with a grain of salt, Scotty, because like I said, it's really this clear cut and dry. There is a version of the game that has no anti-cheat, and if it doesn't have anti-cheat, then people will continue to hack on that version. It's not rocket
Yeah,
science.
yeah.
Um,
But they're working on anti-cheat software.
No, they're not. They're not. I mean, it is what it is. They might be working on, and they might be working on implementing something else that is not easy anti-cheat, which is what most versions of the game use. But they're not working on their own anti-cheat. That's definitely outside of scope. And
Yeah.
That's 3 years
It was
later.
weirdly worded. I don't know why they would word it like that. It was
as
strange
per
to me.
usual, we never get specifics on anything. But
Yeah.
you know, I'm just saying that like it's not like this like big discussion that needs to be had. It's either give that version anti-cheat or don't. And if they
Right.
don't, we have more hackers. And if they do, then there will be less hackers. It's not that complicated.
What's mind blowing to me is that you get, if you're a competitive player and you at any point get caught using those, you and your team that you're on lose all sorts of credibility. Like no one's gonna want to play against you. No one's gonna want to duel you. It, especially if you're caught in the act, which it has been recently. I don't know how you're expecting to be relevant after that to the scene. I don't know how into the competitive community you are, Scotty, but like
Not really that
it's
much.
yeah,
so.
it's not a huge community, so you
Yeah,
burn
yeah.
that bridge, like there's like no one else that you're that's gonna want to fight you. Like you're fucked. There's no more games for you. At least on unreasonable teams. So that sucks.
I mean, it's good that like cheaters, don't get to play anymore. I guess, right? 'Cause
Right.
small community, you can say, okay, these guys obviously hack, but yeah, I don't know. I hope they address that stuff. I personally, I stick to TO and like in NA, I've really only seen like a few hackers that I can clearly see. Maybe there's been more that are using something smaller, but
Yeah, NA isn't too bad. NA is not too bad
yeah,
about it.
it's these EU folks that are ruining the game for everyone.
God,
Apparently,
I went
don't know.
to EU server for like 30 minutes just to see what it was like, and I've never wanted to like just suck starter barrels so fast. It was so bad. It was so bad. They're so toxic.
I've heard like two things about EU. I've heard that they hack a lot, and then I hear that a lot of them think that they're way better than NA players. And then I also hear there's a lot of racism and also like feuds between Greeks and Turks and lots of languages and like there's just like I don't know. I have a couple EU guys that hang out in my chat and that they both seem to say the same thing. So it just sounds like
I don't
hell,
know why
but
it is, but this genre usually houses a large racist community. I don't know
yeah,
why. I don't
it
know what it
sucks.
is.
Yeah.
Must be something with the fact that it's medieval.
Well,
I
no,
don't know.
it's any game that has.
But
Well, okay, but it's a trend though. Like in any game that has like an EU server base, like you play Rust EU. Good God, you think America's bad? Like that's horrible. They'll talk about upcoming events like the war in Ukraine and stuff, like how funny it is, and like they'll take sides in the general. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, like you can't tell sometimes if it's just shit posting or like people being serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Mordhau was the same way. Those
dude,
were some epic times.
the baby Hitlers in Mordhau were so funny.
Yeah,
there was some funny shit.
Dude,
Yeah,
Not gonna
yeah,
lie,
yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so unbelievably funny. He walks up to you and he does like his little hand wave like
yeah,
this, and he's like 3 feet tall. It's like so unbelievably funny.
yeah, dude, it's funny, but you can tell that people are obviously memeing. But like sometimes I'm like, damn, dude, like this shit is kind of effed up, But I mean, I just have my chat turned off now, so I don't even know like what the general, NA like chat is
It's
like
pretty bad.
anymore.
I don't play often. Like I don't get on often at all. I don't get on to play casually or anything.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
every time I get on, there's a racist comment in chat at least once, or a bigoted
Yeah.
comment in chat, the F word, the N word, whatever it may be. Always somebody trying to bypass chat filter, right? Like they don't even
Yeah.
like just type it. They're like, okay, well, gotta get past
They
chat.
just
Okay.
have spaces and it
Yeah,
gets past the
yeah.
filter.
They're
It's
like,
like,
and
uh,
it's just like, okay, man, it's
yeah,
just
I can't even have it on my stream
every
'cause I don't
day.
want that crap on my stream, right? So it's like, I just turn it off, and I wish I could like turn it on because sometimes I like to see a little shit talk or whatever between just people that are just actually playing the game and not just shit posting about stuff. But
It's funny to see the disconnect though between the in-game players and the Discord community. The Discord community is like almost the complete opposite, and then the in-game community is like a cesspool. And it's
Oh
so
yeah.
weird.
If you go into the Chivalry 2 VC and talk to those people, dude, it's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad. That's the best way I could say. It's
oh, you
bad.
mean like go to the Shiv 2 Discord and
Yeah, and
then the
hop in
random
VC.
voice channels they have
Yeah,
for like
if you
Yeah.
hop in
people who
there.
just want to play?
Oh, dude, there's some shit I've heard that.
Well,
It's
okay,
bad.
so I have a question for y'all. Is anyone here NA West typically?
I
Mm,
get it sometimes. I'm usually central though, but
That's another
yeah.
thing. NA West is this whole other breed of just disdain, bro. I don't know what it is.
Dude, I can see
West creatures.
in their play style a lot. Cause I don't have the chat on, right? But like I don't know, they're a lot of players are good. They're good at the game, but
Yeah.
they are very selfish players when it comes to like 64 man.
Mm.
I'm not saying they're bad, but it's like they never really target switch to help you out, or like you just constantly get surrounded and like I call it
Roaming
slot.
Slayer, Scotty, Roaming Slayer.
Yeah, roaming slayer. Is that what you call it?
That's what
Um,
that's what Strider calls him.
uh,
Roaming Slayer.
yeah, they just I don't know. They don't really, and it's just sloppy shave, man. I just call it sloppy shave, and I'm not like I think a lot of the players are actually pretty damn good at the mechanics though. But like they just are so selfish sometimes, and sometimes I'll have great games. Like even last night I was playing on a lot of West, and it was all right, but you'll get those servers where you're just like, what the fuck is going on here, dude? Like, it's just total chaos, and yeah.
I've never been targeted more on an NA West server than any other server. That's another part I want to mention. So,
Oh, you mean like stream snipe or like
no, like just
you
like
don't stream? Do you?
no,
You
no, no.
stream
I
on
just do
Okay.
YouTube, and then
Do people target you though? Still?
it's not that they target me because I'm a YouTuber. I'm not gonna give myself that much credit. I think it's because like, okay, let's say I kill a guy, right, a couple times. He just happens to be there a few times, and then all of a sudden, typically it's just we're still fighting straight. This guy's going around the whole field, coming behind my booty cheeks, and just like saying, "Hey, how's it going?" It's just like he does
Hey,
that
wait.
over and over again. Like it's like
You
what?
play a lot of Archer though, right? You play
Well,
a lot of Archer.
I did, but even now, like when I play Man at Arms, it's like these guys
Okay.
get mad because I kill him with
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
med bag once, and then they're just like, "Oh, he just schooled me. I gotta get this motherfucker."
Oh,
real
there's
quick."
a lot of
Like,
ego Andes that play Shiv
oh my
too.
god.
Just like people that are like egotistical and they just have to. I'll just get angry YouTube comments once in a while. Like I'll get comments on old videos of people that I encountered in the game. Like they just go to my YouTube and say this guy sucks, or
They do
they
so
just
much.
pick a video
Just
and
to-
it's hilarious. I don't know. It's just so weird to me.
and they don't realize that they're
Um,
just getting farmed for more content.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
they're just
like-
giving me engagement. The guy was like, "Don't support this guy," and I was like, "Thank you for your engagement on my channel."
keeping the algorithm up.
Yeah, dude, on an old video too, it's gonna pop up now. Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, I don't know. People, that's another thing that draw another like breed of person that is drawn to like melee slashers is kind of egotistical egomaniacs.
I'm extremely egoistic.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think like you're like a normal person though, but like you just want to be the best, right? But these people are like
I'm
their
extremely
ego is
egoistic. If
hurt.
I see somebody, I think I can kill that guy. I'm gonna kill him and humiliate him. And if he's better than me, I'm like, I gotta go kill him and humiliate him. I gotta keep fighting him until I beat him.
Dave's a different beast, Scotty. You got to get in a duel server with him.
All right.
He's just disgusting. And he's
Yeah,
such a neutral player. Like no matter what you do, he just is 10 steps ahead of you, and he'll pummel you into the ground. I've had that experience. I got a whole recording of me just getting absolutely demolished by Dave. It sounds really gross how I'm saying it, but yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
put a pause on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, pause.
Yeah, Dave's pretty good.
Oh
I
yeah,
should
yeah.
take his course.
Oh, easily. Yeah, get a consultation, get that going.
100%. Dave taught me a lot about Shiv that I didn't know about, I will say. And every time it's just him beating the shit out of me. Either
Yeah.
ducking my attacks or just. I don't even understand it half the time. I still don't.
mfy.gg/@Dave. There we go.
Yep.
Yep, that's the point.
That is the play. Want to get better, right there, boys.
Oh my. One thing I did want to bring up is this recent update I saw from. I got a ping in one of my servers about this new update with the new Messer skin and some other stuff. What I didn't read fully into it. Maybe y'all have got a little better info into it.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I was waiting
Yeah.
for this.
No, I've been waiting for this because it kind of ties into our last podcast where we're talking about what is Ari doing, and now I'm starting to realize, do the community managers write those posts?
Yeah, Ari wrote it. Yeah.
Probably.
So
He was
We have-
in my chat when I was reading it, and he was like, "Oh, I'm glad you like my," or he was like, "I worked hard on this post. I hope you like it." I
hold
was
on,
like, "Oh, cool."
hold on. Ari was in your Twitch chat,
Yeah.
so
He's
he
been-
engages.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because his name is Dino Ari, and he's been in my Twitch chat for like a month, and I just thought he was another chatter, and then it didn't click. I was like, oh, that's Ari, because like he came to the chat while I was reading, and he was like, oh, I'm glad you liked the post, and Moon was in the chat as well, so I figured
You had
Moon
both
would
of them?
be like, that's not Ari.
Are you partnered?
No, I'm not.
What the fuck is this?
I used to-
Kietso,
I used
listen, we were talking about
I'm
this
never
the other
getting
day,
a peasant
Kietso.
cap.
They just don't like you, Kietso. It's okay.
No,
It's
but-
okay.
I watched your
Why?
guys' last podcast, and you guys were talking about the peasant cap stuff, right?
That was such bullshit. That is
Yeah,
still
yeah.
such bullshit.
Look, it's
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Kietso. Just be okay with the fact that you're nothing and nobody loves you.
I'm gonna.
and it's okay.
Wait, hold on. If I get the peasant cap, I'm still talking about it. If I get it, I'm gonna do some crazy celebration. Like I'm gonna buy like 10 handles of tequila and just go fucking crazy on a stream. No, but like that's so crazy to me that Ari and Moon were in your Twitch chat.
I
Damn.
used to play a lot of Shiv with Moon. He would like come on Discord with me and like play while I streamed, and then but yeah, Ari was just like, he was like, hey, I'm new to the community, and I thought he was just like a new player, and then like a couple weeks later, I was reading the blog post, and he was like, oh, I worked really hard on this, and I was like, oh my god, that's Ari.
Holy crap.
That's Ari.
Yeah,
so-
I'm new to the community. I own this though. Like, what the heck? Oh my god.
Yeah. So it was, it's always a little weird when the devs are watching you read their thing, and I was saying what I thought because I don't really care. But
Well, that's
like,
good.
I was just like, this is kind of weird, But it was cool. It's cool. I don't really care. And I don't know. I thought that it was well written. But like Dave and I and Strida went over this, but like, there's a few things like the maps. I'm really sad. I really thought that there was going to be a new 64 man map. But it's just going to be a couple rehashes, and I don't know.
3 rehashes. 3.
Yeah.
So
But that Messer skin though, dude.
It's fucking
I'm just
solid.
kidding.
I mean, I might get back into Messer because of it, but I would say like we were questioning like what Ari was doing in the last podcast, and now I kind of feel bad because he wrote a whole blog post, which I don't know how much time that takes. Don't get me wrong, but
It can take a little bit.
yeah.
But I mean, it's just like a blog post. It's not like the
I don't feel
craziest
bad.
work ever. But
Well,
It's been a month.
I'm gonna say if I were writing a blog post, because I am almost like absolutely stupid, that would have taken me a while. So, Ari, from me, I am sorry for questioning what you were doing. Hopefully, you're either writing more blog
well,
posts
some
or
people
taking care of the
thought that
community.
some people in my chat thought that he was Chat GPT. Like they were serious too.
Oh,
And I was just like, what are you guys on about?
they're absolutely
Like,
pooping on that
Yeah,
man.
I know a lot of people have made jokes that Ari is AI because
yeah.
he is just like, no opinion, very happy, completely oblivious to everything. Right, literally just like what you would expect of a completely new hire.
Yeah. I
And
was
all,
like, guys, have you worked anywhere
yeah,
ever? Like anywhere where you can't just run
I
your
don't, I don't think a lot of them understand that.
He's
I
getting
mean,
paid to be like that. Like
he has an incredibly short leash. His opinion
Yeah.
does not matter. He is a voice for someone else, and I mean, for lack of a better explanation, he doesn't have personal input, and he's not allowed to. So
well,
it's like you can't hate on him for that.
It's got to go through, what the rest of the
I
studio wants.
remember we were in like the Discord like a week ago, and everyone was just trying to talk about the private servers, and he's just like, delete, delete, delete. You can't talk about that. You're like, you're like, why? He's like, can't tell you. And like, yeah, I'm sure this guy that's been here for a month has like a super firm opinion on this. Like, no, of course not. He's just following orders.
Mhm.
So it is what it is.
Oh, man.
Speaking of let's get more into like what 2.10 is unleashing, and my main focus, I think all of you can guess, is that the siege crossbow is actually working, or it's gonna be working properly.
I've been begging them.
Wait, is it? Wait, I thought they said I have it here actually. Oh
They
yeah,
said-
yeah. Okay, they're
they said it will
fixing.
be
I thought
fixed.
Yeah,
I thought they said they were giving up on it for a second.
I would be
sweet.
fucking flabbergasted and mind blown if they gave up on the one thing and the purpose of the one
That
item.
would be so stupid.
Okay, yeah.
That's like
No, you guys are right. Sorry, for some reason I thought it was the opposite.
No,
but
you're
yeah.
good. That's would be ridiculous. That's like saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, the hammer, the build, the engineer's hammer, we're just not gonna add that, extra damage to constructibles because we just can't do it." Like, there's no fucking way.
I mean, like, and it also means that the siege crossbow has been pretty much worthless
It
this
is.
whole time. So
What do you think I've been saying?
we basically haven't. I'm just kind of rehashing.
Yeah.
But like we basically didn't even get a weapon for this entire,
Yeah, I've been
like,
whining about
5-6
this
months.
ever since we got it. I've been whining extremely loudly that it's completely useless and no one cares. And
Yeah.
it's like even the devs don't care. They don't even mention it. I tried to pester and pester, like, bro, please mention the fact that this weapon is completely broken. And they're just like, don't care. Now finally they acknowledge it.
I remember in the beta for that patch, or not the beta, but you know what I mean, like the test server, public test room, that the crossbow would actually shoot itself. So they fixed that. Did you guys ever have that problem? The
No.
siege crossbow?
You know
You
what
would
I'm
shoot
confused
it and it
about?
would just hit itself.
Oh my God.
In 2.8, when you could spawn the siege crossbow in and like shoot it, it actually worked, and it actually did damage constructibles. So that means somewhere along the line they broke it, and then just decided we're not going to fix it. And now they're deciding they're going to fix it. And that's just so weird to me because it's not like they didn't get it working before. It worked completely fine. It's just they
So
just
thinking that it might have worked and then they broke it before
Mhm.
release, didn't want to QA it again,
Mhm.
just released it, just swept it under the rug.
They either forgot about it or just determined that it wasn't worth fixing for that
Yeah.
time.
I was so upset I was like, my archer kit is there's nothing added to it. I was like, there's no way they're gonna add something for like archer, and they're like, oh,
Yeah,
siege
we had
crossbow.
plans.
Yeah, exactly.
We wanted to use it in the MFL, like
We
double
had
siege crossbow.
plans, and it's been
and
oh god,
they
it's been
delayed it
so
by
long.
3 months. It's so stupid.
And like when I used it, I was heartbroken. I all the things I thought of to use it for, I was like, oh, I can't do any of those things. I was sad. I was very sad. And also it's literally just a slightly higher damage crossbow, maybe even like not even that high, with a longer reload. That it's like it's the biggest FE to archers that I've ever seen.
Also, it has this weird glitch that, again, they won't acknowledge, where it kind of shifts to the side when you try and aim down sights, and then that throws off your aim, and it does that every single time you aim down sights. I have no idea why it does that.
Is it a stick drift thing, or is it like the actual bow moving to the side?
You aim it, and then it literally goes like this. I have no idea why, dude. It's so weird.
They want to simulate realism, bro. That thing must be heavy. That's probably
Bro,
holy shit, man. Like, no.
It's huge, man.
Oh, man. I'm so excited for that, at least that they're bringing it back.
Honestly, I don't give a shit.
Hey, that was for me. That was for me, okay? That's what
I'm just kidding.
Scotty, it was already a terrible weapon edition, but if we're gonna get a terrible weapon edition, can we at least have it
work? Yeah.
I know. I'm joking.
Yeah, no, I mean,
no,
I mean,
they should have never been added. They should have added something else.
Whoa! Pause, boys. Pause. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves here. Like,
we should have a flail with perfect physics. Like,
you're never gonna get a flail. You're never gonna get a flail.
It's gonna have perfect physics, dude.
You are never getting a flail ever.
I wish.
I want the flail.
I want it too. I want it to so badly, but it's not gonna happen.
I already know what I'm gonna be doing with it. I hope to God they made the floors on that new free for all map destroyable with the siege crossbow. I'm gonna be fucking people up in free for all, and ruining their day. Yeah, so it's shipwreck. So it's like like
fake ice barriers.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can destroy it.
And so watch your step, boys, because I'm gonna be looking at them toes.
Oh my.
And then there's one more thing they added that I'll say that's one bad thing. I don't know why they keep breaking up Last Peasant Standing.
Dude, yeah, they're so stupid with the timed events, dude. They are so uncreative and boring. Last Peasant Standing, volley mode, brawl, these things get so old in 30 seconds. Well, like, there's so many timed events that they could do that the community comes up with, like, on the fly, that are so much more fun. I don't know if you guys played in the Chivalry Royale. That was fun. That was something made by Spartan LL2.
Yeah.
Where and it was like a little mini battle royale mode. That was so fun. The King versus King events that people do, although a little boring, would be better as a timed event. Like, I don't know. People are more creative than Torn Banner.
I would say another one's like the Gauntlet, where you have to run across the map and survive. It's like a duck hunt, and then there's like archers on both sides. That's fun.
There are other game modes that would be so easy. I don't know, sword game, right? Gun game, but like for melee.
Yeah.
Easy. Like, I could pump these things out in like 5 seconds, but like we get volley mode.
Last Peasant Standing. Apparently, it's one of our most requested game modes, and now I'm kind of curious. Where the fuck is this poll?
Fuck off.
Where is this poll? Let me vote real quick.
Can we get some analytics?
Yeah, I want to see some proof on that one.
Dude,
like
we see like when we're in VC and like we're talking to other players, like they're laughing when Ari puts the little announcement out, like, oh man, Horse Arena has now been taken off the queue. Can't wait to play it next time. Like, we're actually cackling.
Oh no.
Yeah,
it's gone.
we are cackling how unbelievably oblivious those comments are. Like, you have to genuinely be like completely blind, deaf, and mute. Like, you gotta be Helen Keller mode to not understand that people don't like it.
Hold on, I think
Mounted Arena.
It goes back to like Ari's job, right? So imagine you work at a restaurant and the chef brings out this like shit sandwich, like a turd sandwich, and he's telling you this is like the best in the business. This is you gotta promote it the best you can. Ari's that waiter that comes to the table trying to polish the fuck out of that thing and telling you how good it is, and when they try it, it's like, what
there's
the
limits,
fuck is this?
Kieso. There's limits. So right, just like you wouldn't say it's dog shit, you would say that you have preferences. When the person asks you what you would order on the menu, you say what you think what you would order on the menu. You don't just say, well, they're all good.
Well, hey, wait. This restaurant, it's Ari's job on the line, is what I'm trying to say. If he doesn't
True.
push this shit sandwich out,
I know it's just
he's cooked. So
comments like that are extremely condescending because it makes you feel like they are so disconnected from reality
I
because
know.
they don't know the game like you do, right? When Ari is getting excited about mounted arena, you're like,
Hey.
bro, this guy. That's why people think he's an AI because like no human would say that.
Hey,
I
Mounted
mean,
Arena.
don't they always kind of post that? Like, is this I mean, is Ari like I'm trying to, because I'm not in like the Shiv Discord or anything that much. So where are you guys seeing this? Is he posting it like in the
In the
official
announcements
Discord?
channel, yeah, in the announcements channel, he'll just be like, "Oh, mounted arena's gone, boys. Better luck next time. Can't wait to play it again." I'm like, bro.
I mean, haven't they always done that though? So why
Eh,
is it?
Yeah, and it's always stupid.
Because you would think that it
Yeah,
changed
yeah.
a little bit with different community managers, but it hasn't.
Oh,
That's
okay.
unfortunate.
So that's what. Okay, I'm just trying to like, I don't know. I'm just trying to like decipher like if there's hate for Ari or is it more? It's more TB.
Yeah,
Ari is
I don't-
fine.
I don't think anybody
Yeah.
hates Ari. Because
Okay.
like I said, he's just a face. Like he doesn't.
he's just
Yeah,
doing his
yeah.
job.
So-
Like,
yeah,
Okay.
he doesn't do anything that he isn't told to. Like, why would he?
Right.
He's great at his job because he's doing what they're
Yeah,
telling him
yeah.
to.
Okay. So
But-
yeah, really, like it's the same thing that TB has been doing, and yeah, it's
Nothing's
It's just so
changed.
stupid.
terrible game modes.
All of the timed events are terrible, and I think last year they put out a roadmap. They said more timed events. We got one more, and it was dog shit. So it's like it's I don't know. I mean,
Hey,
I don't know if
Mounted Arena is actually fun for like 10 minutes. Okay, that's a good
10
amount of-
minutes?
yeah,
I went in there, and it was just, of course, level 20s because it's no normal person would play that. Only noobs who don't even know the game would hop in there, and then they hop in there, and I just throw poop at them, and something like that. There's dung on the floor. I just throw that, and it's just like it's pathetic mode.
What
Add the
about
Shiv Royale, capture the flag, sword game. These ideas are so easy to come up with, and they're so much more fun than volley mode. Jesus Christ!
what about team switching? How do you guys feel about that team switching change?
I think they're scumbags of the earth. All right, I'm gonna be dead honest with you.
What?
If we're in TO, and I understand playing attack is more fun sometimes, but like, you look at the levels, see what's going on. You see all these high level people stacking on attack, and you just got like nothing but level 100s and maybe 2 level 300s on there. It's bullshit in my opinion. And I don't play TO often, but I think that pisses me off a lot.
I personally like going against the curve. I like playing defense more than attack against these high level players. It's just fun for me because it's like, okay, it's not okay. I don't want to sound like a nerd. I kind of am, but I actually like that.
Yeah, we're all nerds.
Yeah, we're playing Chivalry too. Let's slow
Yeah,
our
dude,
roll here.
like,
Yeah, my
dude,
bad,
like,
my bad.
Hey, relax, bub. You're a nerd, all right?
No, but I like that idea that I'm like, me and like this group of people are like the last thing like holding off like against like, let's say for example, not Monkrux, God no, fuck that map. Galancourt, right? Like we're trying to protect the tomb of the saint, and it's just is more fun for me to be a defense rather than attack. But I will say, team switching, what he just Goons just described is a problem. But at the same time, I think it entices people to get better at the game so they can counteract it themselves. Also have more friends, to 4-man stack, but also
I think like most people are not intentionally team stacking and they're just playing what they want, what they think is more fun, and most people think that attack is more fun.
Yeah,
so-
from what we gathered, it's a map issue. It's not
Yeah.
a.
Yeah.
It's not a player. It's not a player issue. Okay, if your systems don't work after repeated changes again and again and again, there has to be a different point of failure. We can't always blame the players for team switching when we make repeated changes to make it to where team switching is not something that should happen. We give them more points for playing defense now, almost a quarter more points. So that's something. We made team switching harder depending on if the team numbers are different. And now we're going to add team balancing to make the matches more balanced. And if that doesn't work, like I said, bro, you got to know when you're like when it's not going to work.
I mean, I will say I've seen, like, okay, so let's, for example, like the Sir clan, great clan, by the way, but like, wouldn't you consider that like a clan coming in and being all on the same team? Is that considered? And then, by the way, they're on separate teams because there's so many of them when they first come in.
Are you trying to determine what is considered team
Like,
stacking?
what is considered like scummy versus like, okay, they're a clan, of course they're gonna play on the same team. Like, is it
like friends?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Or like a known TO group, right?
I mean, I get accused of team stacking when I play by myself sometimes, and it makes no sense. But
Right.
but I don't know. I think like I think that playing with your friends is fine, but once it kind of branches out to like you have 8 people in Discord and you snipe each other's games in matchmaking, and then you're all switching to the same team, I would say that's kind of team stacking. But just playing with a 4 stack, you're just hanging out with your buddies. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
I don't know.
See,
Like what I've been
we
doing
talked about
is
before, Scotty, I don't agree with you on that. I think if you're a group of 8 friends and you want to play on the same team, you should be allowed to. I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
that,
I think you should too.
I don't think
But
they should be
like
proud of their victory. I think they should be like, shameful.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, man, we're beating up children, right? But I
Yeah.
do think
Love
they
it.
should be allowed to do that. I think that if you have 8 people that want to play the game together on the same team, that's completely reasonable, especially when the lobbies are so big, Like,
Yeah, yeah. So does team stacking even exist to you then?
it does.
Well,
So
yes.
so what
Like I
what
said,
is team stacking for you
I
then?
don't think those people should be proud. And if they want to have a more enjoyable experience, in my opinion, they should evenly distribute among the
Mhm.
2 teams. But I'm just saying, like I said before, you can't expect a group of friends to not want to play with each other. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
basic,
I totally agree,
a
but
basic functionality.
but I was just trying to get at the line of what's considered team stacking because it is
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would say team stacking is purposefully joining the winning team. So if you are the winning team, because that's just your group, I don't consider that team stacking because you're just better. It is what it is. But team stacking is where you're like, okay, Agatha's winning. I'm switching to Agatha.
so
Well,
people that
yeah.
don't even know that group could be
Team stacking.
team stacking.
Exactly,
I
right?
Well,
They're gonna see like 8 level 1000s on one team, and they're gonna be
Yeah,
like,
there you
okay, I'm
go.
joining that team. That's team stacking. But if 8 people queue together and they get into the same game and want to play on the same team, that is technically team stacking, but it's also technically friends having a good time with each other. So like,
Right.
I don't see
Yeah,
a problem.
yeah. No, I totally agree. I totally agree.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
think that's good.
the scummy part comes in when like you come in as a level 1000 and you see like, oh hey, there's like 7 level 1000s on the other team. Let me just add that
Yeah,
number real
but it
quick.
also comes to what we said. Experienced players know which maps and which sides are fun, so they'll just join the fun side of a map. On Dark Forest, they'll join attack. Um, on most maps, they're going to pick attack because they don't enjoy defending, and defense isn't fun for them. For a lot of good players, defense isn't fun at all, and it kind of makes sense. You have to wait for the enemy team to get to you. If you try and overextend, you're just going to get destroyed by their spawn waves. It's
Dark
a different
Forest.
place though. Yeah, Dark Forest is a losing battle for like half of it, and you're simply just forced to lose the
It's
I
battle.
awful.
love Dark
Oh,
Forest.
I love it
hate it.
too. I
I love
love it too. I
defending
mean,
on it.
I'm actually like pretty generous to TV. I like all the maps, and I like playing either side on all the maps. Maybe Montcrux is my least favorite, but I still will enjoy my time, I guess. But
Dark
uh,
Forest is the only map to me
yeah,
that I just think is absolute
yeah.
dog
What I'm
water.
trying to say, a
Yo.
lot of experienced players who are going to be the more skilled players
Oh.
like playing the game in a certain way, and it doesn't matter how many points you give them, they're going to want to play on attack. and that results in all of them joining the side that they enjoy more. And so the experienced players all stack on one side. Sometimes it's just circumstantial like that. Sometimes it's not malicious. So
Yeah, I like that definition because, like, I mean, I never switch teams. I usually always play only when I see like um the my current team is just totally stacked, like ton of level 1000s. I'll switch if there's like no one on the other team. But like, yeah, man, I don't know. Like back to the defense thing though. I think there's just a few maps that are really bad offenders, like Dark Forest for one of them, and then people kind of get in the mindset that every map it has bad defense, which isn't true. And so they start to just train themselves to try to switch to attack every time, and then that's how the teams kind of will stack. But yeah, I don't know. I have disdain for Dark Forest defense, man. It's the worst.
Next time
It's
we
like
get Scotty in a private TO match, let's all play Dark Forest.
no. I would rather play Monk Crooks right now. To be
Oh my
honest.
god, that's such a steep
Yeah, dude.
comparison.
There's only 2 points on that map. That makes sense. It's the bridge and the end, and the rest of it is 30 minutes of just seeing your team and yourself get run over. Like, I don't know. It's just a terribly designed map. I don't know how they did it so bad because in theory it looks like a really cool map, but I don't know. I've played enough of it where I hate it.
it's very interesting. They explained their design philosophy with Monk Crooks, and it seems like the level designers are getting a bit carried away. It's the Battlefield 5 problem, where you try too hard to capture an aesthetic and a feeling, and you
Mhm.
stop focusing on actually making a good map that people would want to play on. So, for example, for Monk Crooks, they said that they tried to design a map with the feeling of an uphill battle for Agatha. I don't think they understand. It's a multiplayer game. We want both sides to be even because it's a video game and we want a fair match. So we don't want an uphill battle. That's not something we want. We don't want an objective with like a 12-minute timer and objectives that are extremely difficult to do. That's not fun. And anybody who played the game consistently would know that a way to describe a level that's good is not uphill battle. That's a terrible. You don't want that. No one would ever want that. So they're getting lost in the sauce right now. They're kind of just like trying to catch a vibe instead of make an
Yeah,
actual map.
and I think they really tried at maybe making that elevation good, but you can just tell that it just like everything like rocks, you'll get stuck on rocks, swings won't
Exactly.
really.
They've heard for a year now that we don't like crazy elevation, and if we do, we don't like
Yep.
fighting on it.
Right.
But
Right.
then they make Monk Crux with crazy elevation, and then at the end, a bunch of rocks that you have to walk on that are all procedurally.
Yeah, dude. After the
Yeah,
things explode,
yes, it's
the it's and then fighting at the petard is
oh
like
my god,
ridiculous.
yeah.
You're in a little tunnel, an ant hole like this, and you're just swinging at
Yeah,
each other.
to
You
me,
can't.
that just like reads like it's like dude, you're not even paying attention. Like you don't play this game like I do. It's
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
say, they do the elevation good on Thick Stronghold. I think that elevation change is pretty good. It's
you
not.
ever tried to use a
Yeah.
horse on
It's
Thag Stronghold?
What's up?
Have you ever tried to use a horse on Thag Stronghold?
I don't see why anyone would ever use a horse on that map. That seems so stupid.
There are horses on that map.
There are.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't
40
play
man.
I haven't
Oh,
played
40
man.
man. Okay, yeah.
I haven't touched that.
But I can
No,
imagine.
I know what you mean about the elevation though. Like the slope is like more gradual, and it's like again, it's a slope, but it's not the worst. Aberfell is
Yeah.
also not as bad, but something about Mount Crooks, man, all those rocks.
It's
How
because
steep
it's
it
only
is.
one way up. There's not really
Don't
any
forget about
wraparounds.
Don't forget
Yeah.
about the D-Day ballistas.
Oh my
You mean the
fucking
fire,
God.
the invisible fire?
No, I'm talking about
Things on the
the
ground?
9 ballistas. The
On
9
top
ballistas
Oh,
that
on
all
the-
these
yeah.
noobs are using, and like
Yeah.
it is insane. Like I've had experiences where they shot one at my feet. I grabbed the ballista, go up and start charging him. But like the thing is, like no one. You can't counteract that unless you have a shield, and even then, they break the
Dude,
shield and then they just demolish you right after. It's like,
On attack, I just go straight for the ballists. I just go straight for the ladders every time. Don't even do petards because
there's
I
no
don't
point.
feel
It's
like
a
yeah,
but
you have to go for those ballistas and take it over. And it actually, that's how to do it. But is it fun? I don't know.
I love
There
kicking
was
people
a
off. But go ahead,
there was
sorry.
a glitch I saw you could do in that. At the when you got to the ballistas part of that map, you could go if you were on defense, you could get behind the actual Petra bombs and sit there and defuse them nonstop and wouldn't get hit. Yeah,
Mm,
that was an easy way to just win it
did
cheesily.
they? Oh, I
I
think
think
I
they
heard of
fixed
it.
it.
Did they take? Yeah, they
I
take
think
it
they
out
fixed
though.
it. Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
fixed it.
I saw a good point. I don't think Moncrux would be as bad if the siege crossbow actually fucking worked. Because
Yeah,
those 9
maybe it was
ballistas would be
designed for the siege. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Those 9 damn ballistas up top would be taken out. I remember the first day I was like, oh, let's test this bad boy out. First thing I shot
It
was a ballista
was menu. Did
and
nothing.
did
Yeah.
absolutely nothing, and I was
Get wrecked.
I felt like TB just absolutely shit on me. Like,
Didn't the siege crossbow come out specifically for that map?
well, it came out with the map.
Yeah.
And I feel like that the 9 ballistas were to test out the siege crossbow, but of course, it didn't work. So I don't know why they kept the 9 ballistas up there. It's crazy to me. But
Who knows?
Would you rather have that or catapults up there? To be honest with you,
I don't know how they would do that. Don't they have one up there? Eventually, there's like, I thought there's one.
So-
Maybe not. I'm thinking of something else.
No, there's just more ballistas.
Yeah,
Like,
just 4
So
ballistas.
many ballistas.
there's like
So many.
4. There's like 3 more ballistas, dude. It's unreal.
what do
There's
you?
one up top. There's one here while you're climbing up through.
And there's one like fat one, like there's like a spiral stairs to the right once you actually get past the petards. There's like this fat
Yeah.
ballista, and then there's one in the middle. God,
Yeah.
I said it
That's
before when
really
that map came out. That map looks amazing, right?
yeah.
But it plays like horse caca. Um, and that's sad because that actually is the same problem Battlefield 5 had. They made like artists make the maps instead of level designers, and then it was like, bro, this plays like terrible.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why they don't make a TO map that just combines all the best objectives they've ever made. So, like for example, one objective you're pushing rocks down like Aberfell. The next objective you're throwing peasants out windows like Bridgetown. The next objective
Something
you're
new.
pushing a payload.
Yeah.
Like combine all the ideas you've made so far into one great map. But I heard that the new TO map is just going to have capture the point, plant the bomb / petard, move on to
No,
here.
there's only bombs. This game is really like Counter-Strike.
Dude.
It's disarming
search and
and
destroy.
planting the bomb. Yeah, search and destroy,
Dude,
dude.
I don't
Do y'all
understand.
think?
They made creative. They made these creative things like burn the library, kill the
Yeah,
peasants,
yeah.
and now they're just throwing all that away for
Okay.
more. Plant the bomb. Plant the bomb. Plant
Have
the
you
bomb.
noticed all these newer maps have been so much shorter, right? Like that, like
Oh,
Bridgetown is
yeah.
a short map. Moncrux is a short
Okay,
map. They just
so
extended the time.
Montcrux was short. This is theory, by the way, complete conjecture. Because they were thinking of doing Montcrux in a very unique way. They won't tell us what that unique way was or what they wanted to do. And then halfway through development, they were like, "Yeah, this isn't going to be possible." So then they had to throw something together quickly, because the original idea wasn't possible, and that sucks.
It even looks like there's supposed to be a VIP or something that comes out at the end.
Yeah.
Like, you ever look at
Yeah.
the very end?
I
It's
know,
like,
yeah, it would have been cool.
there's
Leaks
like a
from
whole other. Maybe we go into tunnels, and maybe it's like some weird, or maybe it's just like a big throne room. But it looks
leaks
like
from the level designer have him saying that he can't make the map longer because he doesn't have enough, like, there wasn't enough, like, I don't know, hours that he was allowed to work on the map. They have a very strict system where they have to do this amount of work in this amount of hours, and they cannot go over those
yeah,
hours.
they have a certain amount of money. Oh, man,
Exactly.
that's
So
sick.
it was just like he's like, "Yeah, I'm done. I can't make the
feels
map
like
longer."
I will give.
everyone's a
Yeah.
contractor. Then that stinks.
I'll give.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I'll give. Its comparison to Mordhau. I will give Mordhau the point when it comes to like these level designs, because Mordhau has some great maps, and on top of that, these objectives on Mordhau are pretty unique in my opinion, and they do it well. The maps look great, and it's not like crazy unbalanced on most of them. So I'll give them that point, and I think it's just because they have way more time to do it than the guy who's making these maps for
It's
20.
Yeah, I think the
still a
castles have better
very
verticality in Morta.
Yeah.
I like
yeah.
I like verticality in maps. So
And then the dungeon underneath, and I forgot the name of the main map, but like there's like a dungeon area you can go into and to climb up into the main area. It's just
Like they have less like interesting objectives, at least when I played it. I
yeah,
don't know about now. But like the lackadaisical nature of the matches just allow it doesn't matter because you're just kind of running around where Shiv is very driven. Okay, here's the point. You go here,
yeah.
disarm this petard. Where Mordhau is just like, I could just run around and have a good time if I
Well, there's
want.
like
I can
yeah, and Mordhau has so
um
many points of entry too in like one map. Like there's not just like
yeah,
uphill.
there's
Like it's just there's you go through the dungeon, you go through
I've
the side stairs.
I've wanted more close quarters and indoors maps in Shiv because I actually liked Thaix so much for the second half, not the first
yeah,
half.
The
yeah.
sewers are fun.
The sewers, the little
Dude, the
cabins, stuff like
Thanks,
that.
and everyone is just in a little room and
Yeah,
just
Yeah,
talking to
I
each
yeah.
other. It's
actually
kind of
I
sick.
really well I don't even like it when everyone's in one room. I just like the idea of like a ton of different rooms connected together,
Mhm,
and then
mhm.
Make it like a
you have
maze, you know.
Yeah,
you
but
have a ton.
it still gets congested, right? And then you
I
have a
love those
Exactly.
bridge.
fights. I love
You
those
have a ton
fights.
of different skirmishes going on, and it's really cool. I wish they had more maps like that.
Yeah, you got like a
Uh,
5v5 down low, and you got like a 10v10 in like the cranky room with the for the
Yeah,
bridge. And
I think the
mhm.
best maps are the ones that have they're open and then they close and then they open. That's why I love Lion Spire, right? It's like it's open
yeah,
and then it closes a little bit and then it opens again to like not as big as the first beach entry, but like now you have the horse where it's a little bit tighter but still very open, and then you have a tight bridge. There's so many different areas to fight in,
yeah, and
and we need
then
more of that.
besides the bridge, like Lion Spire also has like that thing I'm talking about, where it's like many points of entry into like the town
Mhm.
square, into even the wall itself before you even get to the
Right.
town square. So it's really cool.
Right. So you have your 1v1s a little bit, but then you have your, 1vx's a lot, and then you got to
Well,
be careful who's coming around the corner.
like
I don't know. It's cool.
all these maps now, the two newer maps, they're lacking that completely. If you notice,
Yeah, it's
Bridgetown is
just
literally just one straight way. Same with Montcrux, it's literally one straight way.
I think Bridgetown is underrated. I like the map. It just works bad on 64 player, but I think 64 player is degenerate. So like it's okay because for me, who plays TO with like the smallest amount of people possible, it plays very well. So I like it.
And one thing I want to ask y'all is, do y'all think implementing a conquest-based mode, kind of like how Battlefield does, like you go and capture objectives all over the map, you can take them back and forth. Do you think that would work out for Chivalry? I feel like that'd be pretty fucking fun.
Yeah, it would
uh
work, but they don't have that, and there's no selecting spawn system. So that's why I don't think it would be nearly as good as Battlefield.
True. Hmm. Trying to think what else. So I thought Conquest, and y'all mentioned a lot of bombs and about. I don't. I don't think a search and destroy map would be too great with medieval fighting. I mean, most of the maps
um,
are. I can't see it being well.
I
I mean,
think
It
small
would just
scale.
turn into LTS. It would literally just
yeah.
turn to LTS. It wouldn't the bomb wouldn't matter.
you guys were saying that somebody
It was
made
rough for me.
a battle royale
Let me see.
version of Shiv. Was it actually good? Because I played the Mordhau version.
It
and
Let me
it
turn
was.
it
was
down a bit. Oh,
I
is it?
don't
Oh,
know.
it's
I
Well,
too
didn't
low.
I
really like
guess
it.
the
Hello,
Mordhau
hello.
version,
Okay, let's get it
yeah,
closer.
the Mordhau version was very spread out, and you also had defined weapons and stuff, and you could possibly find a loadout that was worse than the other guy and then lose. And there was a lot less fighting, kind of like a typical battle royale.
Mhm.
The Shiv Royale that Spartan made was more like Hunger Games, where everyone spawns in a circle facing each other, and then the play area is very small, and so everyone's kind of just like forced to fight each other. And then, in theory, if it was an actual game mode, there would also be a circle that closes in, forcing the teams to fight. And
Mhm.
that's pretty much how it worked. Very simple but effective, and it was very cool.
By the
Okay.
way, we're not going to be getting any of these game modes as like even mods, because they talked about official mod support not being anywhere in the near future. So that's gone. Unfortunately, very
I mean,
sad
people
moments.
still made like wasn't there somebody made a
Unchained.
server?
Unchained, yep.
Yeah.
They
That was fun.
they stopped because
Yeah, that's postponed indefinitely.
they need
Yeah.
help from Tormanor to even continue it.
Mm.
And they're not gonna help with that.
Oh no, that'll take away from the official servers.
Yeah. It was fun while it lasted though, because it was a bunch of giant mode and it was just a bunch of wonky shit, but it was fun.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. Is there anything?
Stinks.
Yeah. Anything you want to touch up on?
No,
Talk about?
if you, I think that's all the topics today.
I think that was all.
Actually, there's one more. I actually wanted to get to this in our other podcast. What do you guys think about the region select?
Oh,
I don't like it.
yeah.
I know Soter doesn't like it.
I
but-
don't like it. Because what that's gonna do is it's gonna spread out the already small population even further. So you're not gonna get any chance of a central player being east, west, or because they're gonna choose central. You're not gonna have an east player in central. You're gonna have a west player in central because they're gonna be. I don't know how strict the selection is. Like if they will force you into these other regions when there's no one on. But
I think the game should be region locked outside of the server browser.
as in you're stuck in central. Or,
No, as in you're stuck in your continent
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
unless you use the server browser. So if you are in China, you have to play in China, and unless you use the server browser. If you're in America, you have to play in America. If you're in Europe, you have to play in Europe.
Yeah. I would say so. That's a good way to go about it. I know in some other games like Tarkov, they made it where it's not necessarily region locked, but if the ping goes to a certain amount, as in if it's a high to a certain point, you'll get automatically booted from the game.
Yeah, you see like the finals. So many people are crying, if not just quitting the game, because their game is overrun with Chinese hackers, and I don't want that. I just don't want it. So I want
Right.
China region locked as soon as possible.
Well, they
And I
could
also want
lock the region to if you're NA, you can choose central, east, west.
Well, I'm
right?
not.
I don't.
oh,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, like I said, they should make it to where you're region locked to your continent. You can
Yeah, yeah.
choose
Okay,
choose different regions,
Yeah.
but like just not different continents.
Yeah, I kind
because
of agree with that.
Maybe a
I don't think-
Then again,
misunderstanding.
they can just use a VPN, so it's like, I don't
But
know.
to go through the
it
effort of
definitely
that.
helps.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
trust me, it helps if it's region locked. I
So-
don't see a good reason to allow somebody to be like, I'm a European, let me go queue for NA servers. I don't see a valid reason for that.
Yeah.
So
I can agree with that, but I'm not saying it's gonna totally prevent people from if those people wanted to hack right now, it would be super easy. You just
Yes,
Right,
and
download
if
VPN.
different if there were friends in different regions that wanted to play with each other, they could use the server browser and they could do that.
am I not understanding this correctly? So wait, are we talking when they say choosing your region, right? Are we talking like any west, any central, any east? Or are we talking about the region as in North America as a whole? Am I
Yeah, that's what we're discussing. That it
Depends
should
on the
be
game.
locked. Yeah.
Well, no, for Chivalry, how is that how they're gonna? Do we know if that's how they're gonna do it, or is it gonna be just based off of
They don't give details, man. They never give
Yeah, well,
details.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Because if it's the way I'm thinking of, where you're picking the exact region you're in North America, I feel like it would definitely spread out the numbers, without and if they don't force you to go to a different server because there's no one on in this region, then you're gonna have a lot of servers where there's 8 people or 10 people and that's it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean
Hmm.
I think it's okay. I don't think it's great, and I don't think it's something they need to be focusing on.
No, it's completely not worth the effort right now. We have
Yeah.
so
Dude,
many other things we want.
I like it, man.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
there's-
advocate for it.
I actually really like it because there's so many times that when I'm streaming, I'll be playing with someone East Coast that can play on Central servers that has good ping, but I'm getting put on East Coast servers which I don't have good ping with. And I spend so much time just exiting the game and leaving the server and then doing matchmaking again just to get the right server.
Well, I don't think
So
it's a waste of resources. I just
yeah,
think there are more pressing matters.
I feel
But it's not a
yeah.
waste.
Well, okay. So
I
then
don't know.
there's a
For me,
silver
it's
lining.
such a huge quality of life for me. But
Well, yeah.
yeah, I understand what you're saying. But dude, for me, it's like, goddamn, I've been wanting this really bad, actually. I get the concerns about hacking and all that, but the
Well,
quality of life
yeah.
for me is gonna be huge.
So I would say like that's a good thing where like something like a change like this, there's like two sides of the coin.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's good that some people see like an absolute benefit from it, like you do.
Mhm.
I think that's a good thing, and I think
But yeah, it's not top priority, but it's
right,
not gonna
but
ruin
it's
eyes
a
for me.
quality life. Which, by the way, speaking of quality of life, I know we touched up on it last one too, where like they didn't really do a quality of life, um, any quality of life changes since like the game was released or improvements. But as they promised in the
They
blog
did once.
post,
Galencourt.
okay, well besides that, like once, sorry, out of the 3 years, that's insane, insane. But they did say, if I remember reading it correctly, they did say that they're gonna be working on more quality of life. Yeah, there you go. The 2.10 update will also come with many bug fixes and quality of life improvements. Um, that is honestly the best takeaway from this. Besides the siege crossbow for me personally, because I'm a scumbag. Everything else, when it comes to quality of life, if they're
You
saying,
know, quality of life should also include the fucking party system. It's so bad still.
well, who
Like I
knows?
think oh yeah, maybe it'll
Yeah.
include it, right? Yeah, but
I mean, to me, it's fluff. Bug fixes are nice, and they should be doing that. But every update always makes the game worse than the last in terms of like stability and issues. So I highly doubt this update will be any different. But I'm open to them trying.
It's great to me how we were just talking about the quality of life issues and how they don't really touch on it as much as they should, and then now they're talking about it and saying, oh well, we'll work on it
Well,
they're
a
when
little
I
bit.
say
talking about
when
it,
I
yeah.
say quality of life, I mean like big things that they need to get people to continue playing the game,
Like
and
party
they
system.
don't.
That's a big thing too. Like how Scotty said, that's
That is a
huge.
big thing, but you know what I mean. I'm at the Holy Trinity,
Oh
and
yeah.
they haven't touched on that in 3 years.
The Holy Trinity. What are you talking about?
Ranked private servers mod support.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, they just down on mod support. They're saying it's not in the foreseeable
Yeah, I
future.
know. Until you have all three, player attention goes to forever.
Yeah, unless they come out with like some sick ass like some unheard of map before, nothing
It's not going
unprecedented.
to make a difference.
I think it would.
No, they'll come back and then they'll leave. It's just the same thing every time. I've said this a million times. They could add 20 maps tomorrow, and everyone will be like, "Oh my god, this is amazing," and they'll all leave in a month or two, because that's just how games are, and that's how gamers are. If you want them to stay, you have to give them a reason to stay. And no matter how many maps, no matter how good the maps are, it's not going to make them stay.
They need
You
a
know
better
what else
progression.
isn't gonna make them stay? Having a party system that doesn't work
That's true.
at
That's very
all. It
true.
doesn't work at all, dude. I
That's
think it's
very
on the
true.
same level. It should be added to the Trinity.
You are correct. You're correct. If they want to focus on that, I have no issue because it's a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
thing. So
Yeah, and now it's like you can't even see someone, even
yeah,
though
but I
you're
haven't heard
trying.
them mention that.
Yeah, they haven't. They haven't.
So
I'm
I would
surprised
be
they didn't
I would be
go on.
shocked if the quality of life doesn't include a better party system. I would be absolutely just. I mean, okay, I would be shocked, but I wouldn't be shocked because Torn Banner. But also, I would be shocked if that wasn't one of their priorities. That'd be insane to me. Because we
Yeah,
know how
yeah.
dog shit it is. I don't know
Or
why I have to
maybe
invite a guy 5 times to get him into a lobby. He has to restart his game twice just for him to
maybe
join.
they're considering it feature complete because it works 80% of the time. If it works 80% of the time to DB, it's a finished feature, baby.
80% is goddamn generous, man. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that-
It is.
that's a that's
All
an
right,
optimistic view.
40%.
There you go. Thank
40%.
you. That's more like it. But
But like, you know
damn.
what I mean. You know what I
Yeah,
mean.
exactly. Just to queue up into a shitty game of Montcrux, Fuck me, man. It's just
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
bad.
Do y'all think an increased for server browser lobbies, like for dual lobbies or LTS lobbies? Do you think an increased, like being able to pick, like there's a lobby that has a 7 people max to having 20 people max? You think that should be a thing or no?
they will never do that, but The players will with their private lobbies.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that needs to be a thing. Because on top of that, I would say you just get a lot more empty lobbies, and you're just
Yeah.
if you're torn banning, you're just wasting money on upkeeping those lobbies.
Yeah.
That's just a waste. I leave it up to the players to do that when private servers come out. Also, we do that anyways, but not. It's not that it's private. It's just we just kick everybody that comes in
Yeah.
that's not part of that private event. Because
Yeah.
getting a private server is like asking like for the cure to cancer. It takes forever, and it's
Dude,
never coming.
we had a match. We had a match yesterday, and one of my captains ordered the server 2 weeks in advance, followed up with a message to Shibmail every single day following up to the event. No response. And obviously, the event comes around. No server. Completely ghosted by Shivmail. Absolutely a joke. A joke. They should be ashamed. A bunch of losers over there at the moderation team. And I feel completely fine saying that because they refuse to add anybody else to the team. So they don't have the right to be, I guess, understaffed. They don't have the right to that.
Dude, get me on. I'll be a moderator. I'm gonna be the most.
So many people,
I'll be the
have
most
applied.
troll moderator, but
Little birdies tell me that it's the head mod that doesn't want to add anybody. I don't know if that's true, but if that is true, then he's a loser. So
I'll be the moderator that sits in any dual lobby and try to catch anyone trying to sneak around the censorship. Type in like the N word.
it's so bad.
I'll just
dude.
snipe that. I'll snipe the living fuck out of them.
Yeah, you can't report. That's another thing. You can't report anybody for anything if Shivmail doesn't answer. So
That's
if they don't
true.
answer, you can't report anybody. Someone's not going to get punished because Shivmail's just absent.
All right.
Let's see.
That sucks, man. Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience like directly communicating with through their Discord or things like that, and that's where Soter Dave comes in. He knows
Basically, it's
all the
necessary.
nitty
'cause-
gritties, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you don't. You can conceptualize the Scotty, right? Let's say you want to host a match against another team, right? But for once in your life, you don't just want to vote kicks all the randoms from a lobby. You want to have your own server.
Yeah, no,
but
I
that-
totally understand. I
And
totally
so
understand.
you have to contact Shivmail for that.
Yeah,
And if they don't answer, then you don't get a server.
right. Yeah, it's
And
that's
even if they
awful.
do answer, they bust your balls about it. They are so annoying.
Oh, we
and
talked
they ask
about
for,
it. Yeah.
They ask for unnecessary information that they don't use,
Social
and
security,
it's just like
email.
it's
like-
it's so weird. And then finally, we just try and host an event. We give them 2 weeks notice. Follow up doesn't matter. They just ghost you.
Scotty, you should
Yeah.
you should take part in more of these like private like TO matches. Like I think you'd have a lot of fun in it because it's just
I did the I've done two in the last I did the War of the Thousands and then or are you guys talking about a different
no, and yeah, that's good. Yeah, those stuff like that. That'd be
Yeah.
those are fun.
Yeah,
Those are fun
I've been doing more of them. I just go to what I'm invited to, really. I just if I'm invited, I usually come. So I don't actively seek out doing it, but
question
yeah,
time.
yeah, they're fun.
Question time? Yeah, we can do question time. Anybody? I've been looking through and reading chat about what people were saying. One thing that caught me off guard is Ziggy said that mounted warfare was the best, and I wanted to touch up.
That's
on
a
that.
troll. That's a troll.
Okay.
There's no way. There's no way.
I'm about to say-
Yeah,
I-
that
I
shit
know
was
that man.
fire, Ziggy. Hell
Zig-
yeah, bro.
that shit was fucking bomb as fuck.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, let me scroll through here. Let's see if there's any questions that I might have skimmed over. Let's see. We got something here by Jaded Tranquility. They got a response over my request for information as to muting faster than an event got a response for a private server. So basically, they got muted in the server trying to request for a private server.
Wait,
So that's what I'm getting from that.
no. It's I got a response over my request for information as to my meeting faster
Oh.
than an event got a response for a private server. As in, they responded faster to his mute complaint versus getting a private server, which I don't know where the priorities is there, but that's weird. That's definitely weird.
Yeah.
I would
Welcome,
wonder how.
GDS.
I wonder why he got. Well, I'm not gonna get into why he got muted, but he's just saying that the moderation team's priorities when it comes to things is kind of nuts. How they can get his response to a single person relying on this information onto his muting versus a whole like community of maybe like 30 plus people that I need a private server for a private event. That's insane.
It's funny if they feel the need, they'll just take a 2-week break without telling anybody. It's like, yeah, we're gone. It's like what? Like nobody could do anything these 2 weeks, and we're also not going to tell you or anything. So stupid.
Oh, and it wasn't even muting in game. It was a muting in the Ship2 Discord. So
Making a joke.
because
Wow.
mods didn't perceive it as a joke. They got a response faster than private events from these bigwigs like Soter Dave, Kietso. We'll throw Skadii in there just because we need to add more high end names. But damn, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. I'm cool.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
Not even a partner.
What is with that?
Has no
I-
peasant cap.
No, we were all losers apparently, or well, I am from what Dave says. And then Dave is just a menace to society, so they don't want to give it to him. Skadii,
Yeah, I would say they actually have contempt for me. For you, Kietsa, though, they just don't respect you. So it is what it is.
Yep. All right. Well, I am an Archer
What-
main, so I guess.
What I saw from the people that apply for partner, they don't even play the game. They just came.
No,
in
they
here,
don't.
They came, got the cap, and dipped.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I'm so confused because, like, me, I understand I'm a smaller channel than you, but you, Kietsa, you have a massive viewership and a significantly larger subscriber base.
I'm fucking surprised Skadii doesn't have it.
and-
Like this guy.
and-
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying compared to Skadii and I, you're very large. Pause.
Yeah.
And but like you still don't have it, and so the only thing that I could assume is that they just don't like you.
Can we go
Just
back to
so it
wait?
isn't-
Wait, before you pause there, can we just go back to that real quick?
No, we're not going back to the.
My wife doesn't even say that. Like that's crazy. That was nice. That was nice. Like, man, I've never felt greater in my life.
Shit.
Besides right there, holy shit. But anyways, yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Let's segue away from that. Sorry. Hopefully my wife isn't watching. She'll fucking kill me. But yeah,
She does watch. She does watch. She told me that.
Yeah,
She's
she
gonna
does
watch
watch.
this.
And it's funny. You asked Ari what you need to do, and what did he say? He's just like, yeah, I'll get to
the
it later.
nothing burger, the fucking nothing burger with the double patty, bro. Fucking hey, like it's just. Now we know though. Now we know he was busy with the blog post, and again, I've stated that would take me some time too, because I'm not educated. I am a very degenerate motherfucker. But yeah, that okay. He has his alibi, right? But yeah,
Do y'all? Okay, I gotta ask. Does Ziggy have partner? Because I know he's one of the biggest ones.
yes, I think.
No,
No?
No.
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 How the fuck does he? Not?
He had it,
I
and
think
then he
it's just
lost
like
it.
it's
he
gotta
lost
be
it?
just
Mhm.
brand the most brand friendly people possible. I think maybe.
Oh come
Like,
on, brand friendly. That's not. That does nothing. I'm sorry. Like, I know I make a lot of wiener jokes in my videos, or like sometimes like, there's.
I know it sucks.
It's
I'm
like-
not. It just seems to be though like people that are the most brand friendly. Like I don't know.
What is
Like,
the brand?
I-
'Cause- I'm sorry.
Yeah,
to cut
so
off. What
you
is
have
the
to give.
brand?
You have to get. Well, no, Strida. It's okay. So Strida says some bad words too sometimes, and he's fine. What it really is, you have to give them that gawk gawk. You have to really make sure that you satisfy the devs and every single request that they have. You can never cross them. For example, this one community member, Gimmick, right? He did so much for the developers, and because he had one disagreement with them, they cut him off from everything. They banned everyone from talking about the things that he made. They basically made it to where you could not even acknowledge his existence or his projects at all in any of their communities, or you will be muted / banned. Really sad. Over one disagreement, even though he helped them for so long and he reported so many issues, you found so many weaknesses in their game's infrastructure. It's really sad. So they are genuinely like terrible people in how they interact with their community. And so if you don't give them that gawk gawk, you're not getting partner kits. So better get on your hands and knees.
Scott, I wanted to catch up. What is on brand? Because it's a medieval slasher. You're cutting people's heads off, throwing them around.
I just meant like pretty much what Soter Dave said, like agreeing with like not going against what they're saying, and then also having a level of like not cursing and saying bad shit all the time. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I think
So
partner is the wrong term for it.
It's a mix of that, I think.
Okay.
It's
Oh
also
my.
not
Well-
shitting on TB and then also being a little bit, like brand friendly. You
Well,
know?
if that's the
okay.
case,
Christian stream, you know, a little bit,
well,
Okay.
oh,
a little
Christian.
bit.
Well, if that's the
no,
case,
you mean what I mean? Just like very, just
There
not.
actually is a Christian family friendly content creator that's partnered with them, Dinosaurus or whatever her name is.
Yeah, Disastrosaurus. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Disasterosaurus.
She's great, and that's what I kind of mean. Like more people like her who like are more family friendly, but also it works for brands more. You know, it
This
works
is a
for
game. This is a
yeah.
game where the characters like make rape jokes and tell you to kill yourself,
well,
and then they chop off your head and then parade it around. And it's like, bruh, you gotta know your audience. Sometimes we're all like 20, 30 something, 40 something year old dudes.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like, get over yourself.
well, if that's
yeah.
the case, if that is the case, and that has to be done, I just want to let TB know.
I'm just speculating. I'm not saying it's the truth. Either,
I've
so
had my
I'm
first
saying.
communion. Ari's a freaking G. Twine Banner, they're like
No,
the
I
best.
didn't mean like actual Christian channel.
The best freaking developers ever. Y'all are amazing. Love y'all. That blog post,
Yeah.
Ari, best written essay or blog I've seen in a long time, and I don't read a lot, but it was really good. Yeah. Is that enough, Gok?
Nothing, a little more.
Little
I
more?
mean, I think you should DM Ari again and then see if that's enough gawk.
Yeah, I'll DM Ari, be like, hey Ari, I saw that blog post. That stuff was amazing, man. You're a freaking genius. Freaking genius, dude. And our Lord and
Wait, yeah,
Savior Jesus Christ would love you for it. That
Oh, shit, bro,
What do you even have to do when you are a partner? Just
Nothing.
Oh.
They have some written down things about like quotas that you have to reach for content, but like none of the current partners follow that besides Strida, and they're still partners. So it's basically just completely a lie. But at the same time, you also get nothing for being a partner as well. So it's like it's kind of a
I just realized
Yeah.
I'd have to delete
fair
like
trade.
all my videos to even be like remotely like. So forget it. Never mind. Forget everything I said. TB, you suck. Ari, you're doing okay. Let's go back on that because I'm not deleting those videos. Sorry, buddy. Like, never mind.
just change the titles. Just change the
I
titles.
don't think your videos would disqualify you. I really think your videos are perfectly acceptable.
You know that I'm about to come guy, the African American, the African guy that is like, there's like he's a meme. He's just like, it just okay on YouTube. You look him up, about to come. It's a zoom in pan of it's a zoom in pan of his face, right? And you don't see anything else, but like you just see his face. He's like, like he's just like going crazy, and he's just like stroking his shit. I have his face on a Pavis shield in one of my videos of him just like going, like.
That's completely fine, bro.
What you don't? Do you think that's fine? I don't think that's fine.
Honestly, if I was TV, I would be like, "That's cool."
Yeah,
I would
that's
be
cool.
like, "This is sick." Yeah, I would think it's hilarious. But I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine.
And the reason why I put it in there because I was talking about how I was trying to punish these Pavis shields with the siege crossbow, but I was trying to like punish these Pavis shields, you know. And so that's the way I said it, and. But I couldn't because the siege crossbow doesn't work, so sad.
Oh, yeah. Maybe after this update it'll work and
yeah.
There was one edit I saw you do that just had me dying. It was some guy on a siege on the ballista, and he zoomed in on him, and it was some kind of edit, and I just started. I did myself.
I'd have to remember that one. I like it's a blur sometimes when it comes to some of my videos. I watch them back. By the way, I'm a freak. I watch my videos again. Cause like, if I laugh at them still, either I'm still funny or the video's still funny. I don't know, but it's just like a nice little like, yeah, that's good. That's a good one.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't think that's weird. I don't think you're a freak for that. That's sick. Yeah, you gotta, rewatch your stuff
to make sure I'm like still in line, you know. But
yeah, I think that's cool.
All right, well, anything else, boys? Before. Any more questions or?
I think I touched up on everything. If y'all have anything y'all want to,
I thought we were answering chat.
OMG blow pop, OMG blow pop, Fraz. It's kind of gross, but sorry. Go ahead, guys. Sorry.
Jaded Tranquility says Kietzo's on that kinky shit. I'm terrified to ask about his basement.
I don't have a basement. I'm in Texas. I have an attic.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And there's some weird shit in there. No, I don't have an attic. I live in an apartment. Come on. There's a storage shed outside. I keep
It's a
all the
storage
babies
shed.
in. Like, what is the fuck?
Oh, fuck.
I
Oh,
tell my
God.
daughter, don't go in there, honey. Like, don't crawl your ass in there because you're gonna see some weird shit. But yeah,
Um.
Okay.
Froz's question for you, kid. So, what flavored vape are you hitting?
The Rick and Morty flavored vape.
no, I'm gonna hang myself. No, it's OMG blow pop. Rick and Morty's
OMG
dead
blow
to me
pop.
now. Sorry.
Well, what happened with Rick and Morty?
Off topic. Off topic. Rick and
I'm
Morty.
sorry.
Look it up. It's horrible now. Don't even.
Rick and Morty flavored vape, dude.
Oh, oh shit.
Are there any chivalry related questions? Nothing about my basement, attic, or the amount of children I have. Anything related to like, Shiv or like the recent stuff, or that's a question for Skadii for being a first time guest on the Fellowship of the Ping. By the way,
They're probably megaloing me right now.
Nah,
Who is this guy?
no, everyone knows you, Skadii. Come
Any
on.
faith in Torn
Yeah,
Banner
I like
getting better?
Everybody that I ask knows you.
Yeah,
That's
everyone loves you,
Yeah.
Skadii. No one has anything bad to say
Hey,
about you.
thanks, man. Yeah.
Everyone has
Yeah,
everything
dude,
bad to
yeah.
say about me.
Except Torn Banner. They didn't make him partner.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, they just hate me.
Mhm.
Dude,
I feel like-
Nah, they don't
loves you,
hate me.
Scotty.
I don't like Moon and is in my chat a lot, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I would even want to be partner at this point. It doesn't matter. So
You don't
it's-
want your damn
Bro.
peasant cap? You are.
Injecting copium like this, dude.
There's no
Bro.
way.
Bro, there's no way.
I stated before, the peasant cap would bring my life to a whole. Like it'd be complete.
They don't make
and-
me partner because they know I would be blowing them up in the partner chat all the time, every day. Like, what's
Scotty,
going on?
you wouldn't want to wear a leather condom on your head in your
Bro.
when TO
I mean,
matches?
it's kind of sick, but
Yeah.
I honestly would rather have the bucket helm. There's so many other helms that I would like to wear.
Bucket
other
helm.
than that peasant cap. Yeah, dude, my favorite
That's
helm
true, it is pretty ugly.
the golden bucket helm on Vanguard, Agatha with the puffy shoulders, best.
Golden bucket helm. I'm trying to think. Does it look like this?
No,
different bucket helm.
it's a more bucket
More
than
bucket. Okay,
helm.
my
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, but
okay.
I don't know. The peasant cap is sick, but
Just
doesn't
a
really-
loincloth. That's all it is.
There's
yeah.
There's a question here I like to saw. It said, "Do you think Torn Banner spending time on all modes or focusing on 64 TO is the best way to approach it?"
Focus on 64 TO. Unless you're going to
Yeah.
add ranked, then focus on the other modes. But if you're not, then 64 TO. Just focus on what people actually enjoy and what they play. But at the same time, like we talked about, you can't just keep adding more maps. That's not going to make people stay. Especially when you can't add them at a reasonable rate. If you can't add them at a reasonable rate, you can only add 2 a year, and they're also very short. Don't even bother. Focus on improving other aspects of the game.
Frost is asking an amazing question because every time I see Scotty in a podcast, like, dude, your room looks so sick. Oh, why does your room? He says, why does your room give me 70s motel vibes? And is that on purpose? It is.
Everyone talks about my room. I don't know why.
Like,
everyone
you-
talks about my bed and my room, and it's like, I don't even have blinds on my windows. I just have these curtains, and it's just, I don't know. I have a bed frame, and everyone's freaking out. 'cause
Well,
I have
hold
a bed
on.
frame.
Wait, I have a bed frame. Okay, but what I'm saying is, it just looks so, like, the colors that are you like? Did you put this room together? Like, I'm trying not
Yeah,
to suck you off too much, but Jesus Christ, man,
Very nice room.
This is from Amazon. The sheets.
Amazon?
Yeah, that's from Amazon. Everything is from Amazon.com. Yeah. I just
What about that
bought-
blue light?
Oh, I got that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Amazon as well.
Oh
yeah.
my god, dude, I need to be looking at Amazon better. What the hell?
Yeah, dude, this bed sheet was like $100. That light was like $60 or something. Got the curtains.
Dude,
I
you
don't
must
know.
sleep so well.
Everyone-
I feel like you get a full 8 hours. If
Oh,
not more.
yeah, my bed is exceptional actually.
Yeah.
That's where all your mom jokes come from in my stream, is because I used to use the camera more, And
Yeah.
people would be like, "Why do you make your bed?" And I was like, "I didn't make it. Your mom made it last night."
Oh shit.
Shit like that, because like I got that question so often, and it would kind of piss me off. I was just like, "Dude, why are you guys so
Why
focused on that?"
why is he getting
Yeah,
cooked for
yeah. So I just
being an
started,
organized person? Why is he
I
getting
just
cooked?
started snapping at him, and like it's just a meme of the stream now.
That
That's
is so.
why
But your
there's
room
a lot
looks
of your mom
so
shit in my stream.
like for us. Like Dave has a blank room in the back. Goons is in a closet. I'm well, my shit looks like a dumpster fire. Which, by the way, it's pretty clean. It's vacuumed, but I'm not like
Can't see
it's
the
not
floor.
it's white. It's just all white. And then Scotty's got the colors. He's got a shirt on. Wait, is that like a navy blue shirt? What is that?
No, it's a black shirt.
Oh, it looks like navy blue. Okay, but it's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
simplistic modern look to complement his room, like. And we're over here looking like
That's right.
hobos on a camera. Like the fuck. I applaud you.
Yeah,
for that.
I don't know. I'm glad you guys like my room.
You come ready,
I
bro.
appreciate
That's
it.
all what I'm saying. You come ready. You made your bed sheet too. You made your
Yeah.
bed and everything. You just fluffed the pillows and then you're like, I'm ready for this podcast. Jesus,
Hell yeah,
man.
dude.
I wish I could get to that point one day.
I think this is a question for you, kid. So, what's with the pillow on the top of what looks like a trash bag in the back?
So that's okay. It's on top of my dog's dog cage. Okay, and that pillow is not used for my head. No. So that pillow. Oh, how did I say this? Okay, so my daughter sleeps outside. No, wait.
Whoa! In the shed?
No.
In the shed with the dead babies?
Not in
it's
our
over
room,
there.
in another room outside.
Okay.
My
Okay.
bad. Okay, so
It's still outside though.
not in the shed, next to it. No, she sleeps outside this room, and at night I like to record some of my stuff. So I don't have those soundproofing things yet. I've ordered them. They're not in yet. I put the pillow at the bottom of the door.
Thank you
But-
Dave, for the subscription.
By the
Wait,
way, the door, that little hole like you see in Scotty's door right there, his is like maybe like half an inch. Mine's like a good 2 inches, which in my book, 2 inches is huge.
Yeah.
So I had to cover it up
Yeah.
with the pillow to suppress the sound because I don't want my daughter to hear me in the middle of the night going like, ah, 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 like just like fucking going crazy on a game while I'm recording. So that's the whole reason. It's a pillow. She has a tent. Yeah, I put her in a tent for sure. But yeah, that's why. Sorry,
Dave, chat's saying you look like Zuckerberg sitting right there with the blurred out images.
You have a nice game.
What?
Anyways,
Yeah.
I think
Zuckerberg? What? There's no way.
Zuckerberg looks like a
Multi-billionaire.
psychopath. Dave looks like
Zuckerberg looks.
a fucking lumberjack. He looks like a guy that like he eats like how do you eat your steaks, Dave? I know this is a random question. How do you eat your steaks? I'm assume medium rare, right? Or raw.
Medium rare.
Nice. Okay, he's a man of class. But all right. Anything else? Are we good?
Don't eat a burger medium rare though.
Why?
Bad decision.
Bad decision.
Yeah, burger, because ground beef, like
Ground-
all the
ground meat
bacteria
has-
gets mixed.
Yes,
Yeah.
ground meat has the inside and outside all mixed together, so you need to cook it all the way through. So never order a burger below medium.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
could you walk me through the program of how to make a perfect burger?
No, fuck off. Go to YouTube and look up the best possible burger possible.
I do know how to make the perfect burger though.
I don't.
Hold up.
Whoa.
Or I should say I know how to make the most basic burger that never fails. It's you go over, you get 80-20 ground beef from Publix or whatever market you can that is not Winn-Dixie, and then you make the patty yourself.
I have
make
to
it,
add this. I have to
make
add
it-
this. Like,
Make it about a quarter to half a pound, whatever your preference is. Get a bun that fits, not too large, not too small, obviously. Make sure to combine it with egg so it sticks together nicely when you're forming the patty. Add salt and pepper.
Onion.
Onion. Like I said, basic, right? Onion definitely works. Grilled onions as well if you're willing to. Add salt and pepper in the inside as well, right? When you're making the patty, don't just throw it on the top and bottom, and then make the patty. Grill, 5-6 minutes on one side, 3-4 minutes on the other, and then boom. Make sure you also grill your buns as well.
Guys,
And
when I edit this, I have to timestamp and add this shit to the video. The final, like, so now I have to have a burger coaching session with Dave as a timestamp
You
for our
should
finisher.
start that. You should start the podcast.
Yeah,
with
get
that.
all the dads,
And then-
get all the dads and
Yeah,
shit in,
yeah.
in the podcast. Have like a little preview of the podcast before it starts.
Yeah.
God damn it, no.
I
Okay,
like
okay,
to grill.
okay. Well,
Alrighty. I think that is just about it. Skadii, Dave, Kitso, thank you for joining us here today. It's been awesome. I'm glad we got started. We had to do this.
Yeah, thank
again
you guys.
next-
It was good to meet you both. Thank
Very
you.
nice. Glad to
to
have
see you again.
Possibly next Saturday if you want to join us. You're more than welcome to. The more the merrier. If that's it, everybody, thank you all for joining, and y'all have a great day.
All right, see you guys later.
Bye.
See you.
Fellowship
Thank
of the Ping, episode 2 concluded. All right, bye everybody.
Very nice.